to Dark Souls 2 as I struggle to try to get control of my voice. Those early mornings. After a long night of recording, and I regrettably just don't have much left in the tank at this point. I do apologize. But we will try to make some comments as we go along. Let us run back to Harvest Valley. I believe we had just opened that up to exploration. And maybe a good place to start exploring today. So we just made it in just a bit. Past some pyromancers, it seemed. And we are now heading into some mines. Well, there's one. We'll have to come back for the other lizards later. This is a very interesting area. It's like an iron mine, if I'm remembering correctly. We come across a kingdom later that's made entirely of iron. And this is where they got it from. They stripped the land here. It looks like a one-way trip. This might not be, though. But does look like a trap. So, it appears that that kingdom that we will see later has stripped the iron from this land in Harvest Valley to such an extent that it's now poisoned. They, dug too greedily and too deep, if I may borrow a phrase. And they unleashed something from deep below. Okay, so let's see if we can just get ambushed here. I'm sure it will be fine and fun. Okay. Rockin' abs. Otherwise wholly unpleasant. Aha, good morning, welcome. So they did decide that your job is essential. And you strongly disagree. I'm very, very sorry. I am hoping they change their minds. Or that it goes well regardless. So there's all sorts of stuff to find in and around here. Most of it requires that you then descend into the poison pit, which I really don't want to do. I do have a couple of poison mosses, but just And I'm not sure if there's any real way to do these yourself, or if you need him to break it. That is sort of strange. May need him to break it. So I'll have to try not to grind that guy out until he has a chance to swing over there. I'm guessing this also will eventually lead to the poison pit. And there are several scythe-wielding large gentlemen. Oh joy. Go this way for now. I'm going to avoid the scythe-wielding gentleman. One of those guys has a rider, apparently. Looks like fun. Really does. That guy has a big hammer. Okay, not that way. Huzzah, and good morning. To you as well. Yikes. just gonna keep firebombing me, it seems. I cannot even tell who is doing this. Okay. Somebody call Link in. It's time. One day there will come a chosen pot destroyer. He's gonna play cute little songs on his flute. It's gonna be great. I'm really excited about it. Please stop. Please do stop. Wow, there is just nothing that I want to touch in this entire area. Everything looks like it's about to kill me. Okay. I suppose I can try for that. Though I am terrified. Is there actually something back there? Huh. I wish I had a torch right about now. Don't really want to waste a flame butterfly. Maybe I'll find a bonfire or something soon here. Hello, hello. I see your wavy emoticons there. Welcome. There he is. I knew I was missing something. Is he headless? Huh. Interesting. Those Ichabod Crane situations. Okay, no lock. I'm going for it. Crossbow. Very, very close to death. Oh, goodness. You've progressed to streams on the big screen. I finally made it. Tell the papers. You're not hurting anybody. It's fine. Oh, geez. I'm just now realizing that there are living beings in these lanterns. Joy. Oh, joy. Okay, I am human. I've come across a boss gate, and, no signs. No summon signs in view. I wonder if I should go for it regardless, without help. I have not found another bonfire yet. Wonder if there's any other paths I can exhaust before we make big decisions. It doesn't really look like it. That will likely lead just down there into the water. So I don't think this lower path is necessarily going to help me. There's a ladder. Oh, that's a lot of poison in jars. So if he swings his hammer around and hits any of those, big old splash of fun. Ooh, just barely. Okay. Do you mind? Incredibly good aim for someone who doesn't have eyes. Alright, we're back out here in this mess now. Let's try this way. Wish I could just grab a hold of that windmill. This looks like a narrow corridor. Ripe for trapping me. Never to be heard from again. Here's a blast from the past. I do believe this is the statue of Gwyn's son that was destroyed across Lordran. Or it at least looks very similar. So it's one of the only other indications. They keep saying, you know, Drang Lake was built upon an old kingdom, and you have no idea which kingdom it actually is. But here's another little clue, it seems. Praise the sun. Alright, you know me and covenants. I'll wait. I'll wait until I've read the terms and conditions. So, I guess there is no other path to save me. I must face my cowardice and walk through the fog wall. Let's do it. And if I lose my humanity, well, I'll be back to normal. It'll be fine. Humanity is a treat, just for the weekends. Oh, hey! Hey, cutie! Do you know that Daddy loves you? I hope you know this. Daddy loves you very much. Even though you're a little bit covetous. There we go. Humanity intact. Yeah, gave me the shivers. Sucking all those covetous souls into my body. I guess we're going this way. Yay. Lovely. That is what I like to see. We'll sink to it. I'm sure the covetous demon is a permanent. Yes, no more covetous demon. A little sad. Could have stood to look at him for a little while longer. Give him a few pats on the head, perhaps, but oh well. C'est la vie. Hello and welcome. From the first day of official UK lockdown. Dear God, I hope the US is quick to follow. Ahem. It seems many of us have been self-isolating in the meantime, but... oh, yikes. I'm glad you're well, and I'm glad you're here. welcome to everyone. I've been a little late in checking my chat. Oh, okay. We're in the windmill mechanism now. The belly of the beast. Aha! Immediately ambushed. There is a lever here. Or a switch, or whatever you would call that. And it would do... well, I just wonder what. Actually, let me run back real quick before I get too much further here. And let's see if I can go explore that weird, dark passageway we found. I'm not sure if it's just a dead end of blackness or what. Your province, Ontario, is shutting down at midnight tonight, pretty much. Ton of businesses have been deemed essential. The only places open in the UK are pharmacies and food stores. This is fascinating. I am catching up. Okay, let's make it hammer time while we're at it. There we go. Now, what is back here? Oh, good. Just a dead end of blackness. Wasn't entirely sure. Okay, so I'll put that away for now. I'll carry it forward again in just a second. But why waste the few seconds of torch oil I have? Considering I have like 2 hours worth of torches now, I'll be fine. Though I have completely forgotten to do so, as I stare at the chat longingly. There we go. Anybody have torches? Torches to light? No? No one? Ah, darn. For some reason I didn't expect them to respawn. That was foolish. Okay, let's see what this does, I suppose. Huh. I don't know what good that would do me, necessarily. But maybe it's like a shatterable poison thing, and lifting it out of shatter range removes that risk? Not sure. We've got archers. And world champion longest reach ever weapon guy. Thanks for that. There's a summon sign. I'd really hoped that first swing would do it. Alright, there's the archers. I should really get rid of this torch before I do much more combat. Let me just try to sneak up here real quick. Okay. I can just somehow dodge World Champion Reach Weapons guy. He'll be fine. So there is a strange mechanic in play here. You may not notice this your first time through. I certainly didn't. But if you happen to have a torch while you're climbing the windmill here, and you end up with one at this point, the windmill is made of wood. It may not be at this area yet. Oh good, here it is. I wasn't sure if I could set it at the metal level. There we go. You can actually burn it and stop the mechanism. And I think there's some effect that has on like the poison below or something in here. There's less poison being pumped up from the ground once the windmill has stopped. And that is the only way to stop it. It may in fact just be for this next boss arena, like I think poison is being pumped up from below into this area. And now that we've stopped the windmill, that won't happen. One of those classic, they give you a boss fight that seems so ridiculously impossible, you go looking for answers situations. So there we have that. I would love for there to be another torch to set up here. Because I want to be back in two-handing this. For overhand strikes, etc. So if I could just set my torch down for a second, that would be neat. Oh, there's another bonfire. So it must not be that fog gate, but a further fog gate. Let's go in this one. They do that to you sometimes. Make you avoid the gate, like, oh no, I don't want to go there yet, and it's actually your salvation. And they laugh and point at you from their ivory tower at From Software. No. I'm sure it's more that they're trying to provide us with a challenge, as dear friends. So now I have a bonfire, torch down. In fact, I could have waited for this bonfire the entire time. And wouldn't have had to have been carrying it. But I'm not bitter or anything. So agile. And hard to hit, apparently. There you go. We figured it out. I do have 34,000. I should likely make a stop sooner rather than later, since I am right there at a bonfire. Arrow trap. I hear you flipping. I hear you flipping in the distance. I'm not a fan. That probably is true, yes. It's not so much an ivory tower as a saline crystalline structure made of the tears of all of their players. That is very likely it. Excuse me. I'm trying to walk over here. You're throwing arrows around? Oh, let's just keep wasting Estus. What are we saving it for? So much poison in jars. Okay, I should have been a little bit more prepared for this. There we go. We did our little dance. It's over now. Move on. Yikes. All right. So I don't remember if this even, like these pots, were pouring poison before we stopped the windmill. This lower area here may even have been filled with poison, making it more difficult to see that summon sign, etc., etc. So I think there are a lot of good side effects of our actions there. If you find yourself trapped in poison pools, it may be worth a look. No. No healing for you. So this should be the boss arena that was poisoned previously. I seem to remember there being one more kind of secret bonfire around here. See if I can find that before I activate the summons. I would love to go back and get the other one I saw down by the windmill too, if possible. This looks rough. Aha. There we have it. That is a very, very helpful secret to know. Just above the poison boss gate here. Alright, let's take a minute to rest. 1 second, be right back with you. Okay. I still have not had a chance to jump into Sekiro. I am very, very excited to give that a look. It is on my list, for sure, along with Control and Fallen Order. I am feeling okay today, and thank you for asking. Very kind question in the chat. Hanging in there. Having some issues with my voice, as per the norm. No big deal. Oh, another one. Okay. I'll take it, sure. yellow back there. Ah, shoot. I was not paying attention. That got me. Add some more tears to the tower. And put a fork in me while you're at it. I'm definitely having a small heart attack. 1 second. Jeez. Okay, poison got him. Small silver lining there. Ah. I'm awake. I promise. Oh, that's just adorable. Gonna need to find the summon sign, Darkstalker Smee, if I'm to use it, though. No idea what that would do in a room full of poison. Occasionally, I think those can, like, make pools of a poison-resistant liquid. Like, if you got poisoned, you could stand in it and cure yourself, but I do not remember. I may just be making that up. I've been saving my Pharos lockstones for that underground, the Doors of Pharos section. I think there are a lot of ones hidden in there. A lot of them hidden in there. Okay, Pyromancer's back, which means Vulture Ninja is sure to be. I'm going to dash for Pyromancer. So we have one summon there. That is great. Let's go ahead and take out the guys while we're at it. Ah, remember the spot where you said you wasted a stone because it just filled a pool with poison? That was it. This one back here, I assume? So that just fills with poison. Good to know. And thank you. And thank you for listening to No Sleep. Yes, I finally had another short part on there. Lovely to be back. I have been, evasive lately. They've been trying to hunt me down. It's been purely my fault. Okay, so who am I forgetting about in here that is going to ambush and kill me? There they are. Decent of you to show yourselves. On cue. Wow, that was quite a distance. I thought I had enough time to check chat messages there. All right. Interesting. I wonder if this spinny blade would still be spinning if the windmill was active. And since it's not, we can perhaps drop down. Oh, that looked explosive. We're all very impressed. Just stop. was not expecting it to come from that angle for some reason. I thought I would be safe. Oh well. I'm not safe. Okay, new priority. Let's get that 42,000 back. I've been dangling it around while I had plenty of bonfire opportunities. That's my bad. Quick on my tail that time. Okay, so I will need to use another humanity item. Oh boo. Goodness. Poisoned, bleeding, backstabbed. All at once. And there go my 42,000. Gone like a blink. Depressing. But we'll get past it. It's only souls, after all. Okay. So the only thing I was trying to do back there, I got curious and started exploring that side passageway. I was just trying to get back down, I think, 2 levels. There. To where the, lit-up doorway is, if I remember correctly. Where there was another summon sign. However, at this point, I'm thinking about just going for the upper summon sign and forgetting about it. But I really haven't given it a try, so... No. Alright. Some delicious moss. I couldn't help myself. I take this a bit slower here. Stop trying to be a hero. Jeez, I just keep running out of stamina for some reason. I don't know what is going on. Besides the fact that I'm just sucking furiously. I know that that's going on. That's the one part of all of this that makes sense to me. Slip down here. There's always time for exploring the nooks and crannies later. Weird positioning. Okay. I do believe, however, that I can make this much easier on myself, and should have done so. I completely forgot that there's another bonfire just right here that you can teleport to. And that information makes me happy and sad, in ways. Happy because we could just travel down there. There it is. Scared me for a moment. So this is Earthen Peak, officially. No longer the Harvest Valley. And I want Central. I can't believe I could have done this and kept my 42,000 the entire time. Oh well, now I know for next time. And now I hope you know for next time. If you're trying to get both of these summons, Just teleport down here. And you can all fight your way up together. The sad part about all of this is that I really don't even know if this summon will last all the way to the boss gate. He may not even be for this area. I just didn't want to leave anyone out. In the joy of the journey. I will need to use an effigy. Get it to appear once more. And it must be one more down. There we go. Just didn't want to leave this guy out if he wanted a piece of the action. Devotee Scarlet. Let's see how long you last, Scarlet. Or how far. The slightly regrettable thing is I don't believe you can fast travel with active summons. So you can't go in the reverse direction, but we should be able to get up there now that we have help for sure. I thought there was another guy that jumped down there. But I'll risk it. Goodness me. I'm having such a hard time with those backstabs. Good luck. I see you are heading out. I'm sorry if I missed it. But good luck and goodbye. So, we're back to square one, regrettably. I just need to be able to survive long enough for any of this to matter here. It's always strange when you get into like a good... I don't know what the word would be. Rhythm? And you make your way into an area, you know, straight up to the boss gate without too much trouble. And then, usually, in my experience, without fail, you try to go back through and find the items and stuff. And everyone's just very difficult. It's very hard to pass. I don't know if it's because I'm not in that, like, carefully clearing out each room in sequence and watching out for the next guy mindset, you know? It's more casual when you're going through the second time. And I think that kind of screws me up sometimes. A certain level of focus that is lost in translation. So it very much may not be worth all this trouble just to drag poor Scarlet all the way up to the boss gate, but one more try. If this fails, if I get backstabbed again, I will, just get the other summon and go for it. It's getting late here. The hour grows late. There you are. I got worried for a second there. Some guys are never quite where I expect them to be. It's like there's usually two at the top of these stairs, but where is the other one? Did I just get lucky and already take him out of play. Okay, don't stand there. There's an archer. And there should be a Pyromancer Birdman combo. Let me just race up the stairs here. Oh, come on. Give me your soft and tender flesh beneath my blade. Wait, that sounded weird. It sounded like I'm attracted to the Birdman. I'm not attracted to the bird. It's very complicated. None of your business. All right. Let's get friend number 2 in on the action. New friends, both. Scarlet and the good Jester Thomas. A mad pyromancer jester, it seems. Welcome. Welcome to you both. Oh, that is an item. Hey, let's get in here and take care of this. Let's sip first. Now let's get in here and take care of this. God only knows what waits for us here. You got it, Scarlet. You got this. Me and Jester Thomas believe in you. Respectfully, I bow. Alright. Bye forever, Jester Thomas. So yes, I do believe if you had not turned off the windmill, these poison pits would be running and they would be overflowing into this, and it would actually be at this level, like ankle deep here, instead of only ankle deep down there. So that lighting the windmill on fire really does make all the difference in the world. Makes all the difference in Drangleic. So I'm completely turned around, but I'm assuming I'm going this way. Pardon me. And we have an elevator. Okay. Any secret passages? I'll be right back. One moment. Okay, so sorry. Let us see what's at the base of the elevator. Hopefully we can get one more bonfire here before I have to leave you. I have to quit out on you in our time of need. Putting a damper on our relationship and your future ability to trust me. Certainly. Hello, Skelly boy. So this, I do believe, is the kingdom I mentioned previously. The Iron Keep is made of some stone and then a whole lot of iron that they, as I mentioned, ripped out of the ground, causing poison to spill forth. So there seem to be like some items and things scattered around out there, but no thank you. No thank you to that. I'm even thinking no thank you to this at the moment. Although here's a bonfire. I will say yes thank you please. But I'm not sure about that. I imagine I am very weak to fire damage. But perhaps we'll later get some sort of magical boots. It'll be great. Yes, effectively. Dark Souls fracking. Meanwhile, on Mustafar, Anakin's lifeless corpse was slowly climbing up a dirt incline. It had to climb up the dirt incline, see, because he did not previously possess the high ground. Alright, the news bulletin is over. That's it. Frightening. And yet strangely sensual. I'm a big fan. Okay. Fair enough. Me all frightened for nothing. And I seem to remember there being a lot more guys here. Maybe these are the guys I'm thinking of. They saw a real big opening and took it. Quick like a bunny. Very, very close. Okay. I will take it. I'm also tempted to just sit, because that took a lot of Estus and will not happen again, I imagine. There's only one other Iron Knight. Expose my neck for you there. You're welcome. You're very welcome for that. Okay. Let's peek in the doors. Armorer Dennis, not again. Not again, Armorer Dennis. Oh, devastating. Armorer Dennis. Why? It's almost like they don't want you to have your humanity, you know? You probably just had humanity to beat the boss, to summon the guys. And then they're like, alright, new area, let's take that from him. None of that for you. And it's a good plan. I mean, it really is. They thought about it more than I did. here I was thinking having full Estus flasks would even matter. What a fool. What a misguided fool I've been. There you go. Get down the stairs where I can see you. That's not gonna help. Get out of here, Dennis. Fogging Dennis. Get out of here. Where did he go? He's so slippery. I can't even... I can hear the footsteps. That is such a cool armor set. I hope they start dropping it eventually. I want... Oh, sweet. My penchant for banging my head against walls finally comes in handy. Eh? I remember that. Very useful ballista there. So close. Okay. Not get too carried away. We're back up to about 40,000. I sure would have rather spent that on souls and then earned another 40,000, but hey, we're almost back.
What? Who are you? Who, me?
Who am I?
Magarold. Who else? What? Have a look at my wares.
Oh, sure. Not sure why this would even be an option. Why would I want to incense him? Oh, he must be selling incense. I'm sorry. Ah, here's that Jester's set. Which raises item discovery? Interesting. That's an oddly good set. Curse resistance. An extra fragrant branch. I should definitely pick that up. Always.
I'm mainly a treasure hunter, you see. I'm only a merchant on the side. A room bound, looking for a find, following me instincts. I don't care what a thing's worth. What matters is whether it grabs me. Do I enjoy what I do? Well, that's a good question.
That's a good question you didn't ask.
I suppose I must. I've been doing it for ages. There's good iron in these parts. An old king even used it to build a castle.
Yeah, we're sitting in that castle now.
Too heavy. It slowly sank into the ground.
Yeah, we're sitting in the top of it.
From the earth, and the place turned into this. At least, that's what I've been told. Not a bad story, eh? So, what'll it be? Anything for you today? Hey, you know that old
I just want to exhaust your dialogue options, that's all.
He talks really highly of it. I got a feeling it's a fake. I didn't want to disappoint him, so I just sort of told him.
That's interesting.
Let me just say, there are lots of legendary swords out there.
So he's saying that guy we found sitting in front of the room where the pyromancer lady was turned to stone, where we first used a fragrant branch of yore. That guy was sitting with like a huge crystal greatsword, like a glowing teal sword. And he's saying it's a fake. I wonder if he's correct.
The shrine on the eastern edge of Drang Lake. Built to honor the
Because if it's a fake, it means there is a real one somewhere in the game.
If only I knew how to get there. I'd go and I'd came.
I have to imagine.
I'm mainly a treasure hunter, you see. I'm only a merchant.
I'm imagining that it is a real sword, but yes, not as legendary as it imagines. Or as he imagines. Okay, I think I finally exhausted his options. He has a great set of armor. I'll have to come back for that later. I don't know what incense does. Let me click that real quick. Lower required attributes for a spell. Interesting. So you could take something that you don't or are not able to use yet at your current stats and make it able to use. Very, very good to know. Oh, goodness. We have to stop for this announcement. If anyone likes the game Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and if you've never heard of it, yes you do. You do like it. Heroes of Might and Magic is a classic old game series. Incredible amount of fun. Sort of a top-down perspective, and then you have turn-based battles. Top-down, you explore the overworld and collect resources and fight things, and then you have these really, really cool turn-based hexagonal battles with upgradable monsters and castles and spells. It's fantastic. So, if you want it, if you used to play it, as I did, in the olden days, it is on sale on GOG. I forget what that stands for. Good Old Games? Something like that? For an insanely low price, like $3.49 Canadian, which may be something near $2.50 American, something like that. These are the messages I'm seeing in the chat, and they are worth mentioning. This is not an advertisement. It just comes from my deep, deep love of Heroes of Might and Magic. Or HOM, as I call it. One of the very, very first games I ever had on PC way back in the day was Heroes of Might and Magic. I want to say 2, but I played the original, and I think I even played I want to say it was called King's Bounty, or something like that. It's like the precursor to it. It was one of my favorite series of all time, easily. Okay. Those great arrows are really taking their toll. So we are deep in the Iron Keep at this point. We have made it inside. I believe this structure in the middle here is like a smelter of sorts for processing the iron. And we're gonna have to deal with that. I think this may be a good time to skirt back to the entrance, however, as it's getting close to time for me to go. I need to find some coffee. It's the biggest priority. But we have made very, very good progress into the Iron Keep, and we will be back, likely to this bonfire, next time we want to delve into it. I'm thinking at the moment I may return if I can remember where. There's the Harvest Valley. Oh good, there's another line. There we are. The Brightstone Cove is what I'm thinking. The Iron Keep is a little high level. I would like to grind just a touch more. So we still have the Executioner's Chariot. We're still looking for the key for the Sinner's Rise. And then we will come back and explore a bit of Brightstone Cove next time here. And I am looking forward to it. Thank you very, very much for your patience in dealing with my strange Kermit the Frog voice today. Him. I will be back here in Brightstone Cove next time. Let's just get a look out over the cliff at what awaits us. Oh boy, I can't wait. Alright, I'll try to wave at you without falling off the edge. Thanks again for your time, and bye for now.